gentlemen, how are you guys? Alex here from Hoppos with another video for you guys. And thank you guys for tuning in to this whole 62 Impala series. We appreciate it. You guys have been loving it. The feedback's been great on it. Been showing a lot more kind of in-depth stuff. We've been time-lapsing a lot of stuff as well, just because it's hard to work and film, especially when I'm trying to do, I only got one hand, you know what I mean? So trying to get you guys what I can. Well, last night was a late night because, well, I had to finish all the tubing, and we got all the tubing done last night. You guys just saw that in the time lapse, and well, it's been, yeah, it was a rough one. It was a very, very late night. I left here about 4 a.m. because I had to get all this tubing done. So we got all that knocked out. I kind of changed the design in my mind, or for what I had in my mind, I kind of changed it to what I did, just because as I started doing it, it kind of started flowing better the way I was doing it. Obviously, it doesn't always come out of what I had pictured, but I'm glad it didn't because it came out even better. So Mario just picked up all the tubing. The guys from CNC, they're gonna handle all the polishing for me. That way I could get it back and we could keep working on it. In the meantime, we're working on getting all the solenoids taken care of as well, and we're getting all the wiring done. Well, we're getting as much wiring as we possibly can because, well, we're still waiting on batteries. And right now, batteries are going to be our major setback because we still have not got any tracking or confirmation or anything from Optima Batteries. But we're not going to let that hold us back. I mean, it may delay us a little bit in the end, but as of right now, we're going to keep pushing forward to get all the solenoids wired, pumps wired, and we're just going to wait for the tubing to come back, hopefully tomorrow. We got the solenoid rack all designed up, cut up, and we just welded it all in place and got the solenoids in place. As you can see, we're kind of labeling everything, that way we make it easier for anyone down in the line in the future as well, because California Upholstery is going to have to work with this. So just in case they have to disconnect anything or move things around to get the upholstery in, everything is labeled back left, back right, front right, back right. We'll take out the Sharpie marks after, but the hoses also correlate to the solenoids as well. As you guys can see, we got all the solenoids all loomed up, heat shrunk. We got the cables all loomed up and heat shrunk as well. And we're working our way into the pumps over here. Right now, everything just ran loosely. That way we get everything all nice and tight, start clamping as we need. And got all the nice ends going on these motors as well. You won't really be seeing the ends much because they're gonna be underneath the pumps. Just in case anyone ever peeks under there, we'll have the nice chromed out ends as well. Those are all gonna be, let's see if you can see them. And you kind of see that one right there. And it's kind of tight, but all the way down there as well. So we're getting those all ran. Again, we're mocking everything up. Everything's very loose right now. That way we come in and clamp everything up. But we've already sized everything out to what we need, to where we, in the end, we come in and start clamping and lining everything up so it's all nice and tidy. Pre-running all of our switch cord, which you could see in here. We have our two front hoses, our switch cord all pre-ran. Again, everything just ran loosely right now until we get the final fitment, but everything's all zipped up. Everything's gonna be running down the center. Obviously this car is way too nice to be running hoses down on the bottom side of the car like normal, so everything's gonna be running to the center section where California is gonna be making a cover and be covering this with the whole center console. Everything will be accessible, even the electrical as well, so you'll be able to access everything through the center console on this one. So that's all ran through. We're starting to pre-cut all of our wiring, that way we know the length and we can start heat shrinking and looming and doing all of it to make it look all nice and pretty. Of course, I want to show you guys this setup and show you guys all the process and the steps in between everything. I want you guys to see the wiring, I want you guys to see the tubing, I want you guys to see that whole step, all the steps. And for one reason, is I want you guys to know this is a functional setup. Unlike a lot of other setups up there, they're just really big paperweights in the trunk with other pumps kind of tucked away in the back. This is gonna be fully functional. It's gonna look good, it's gonna function, and let's see how it does. As the process goes along a little bit more, we also got all the dump wires pre-crimped, and we'll be running all the wiring through tubing. That way nothing is visible, everything looks clean, matching, cohesive. And as well, once we start running this, we'll show you guys all the voltage running through the dumps and all the voltage running to the motors on the pumps as well. And we'll also bleed it on camera for you guys so you guys know this is a functioning setup. All right, guys, so the day has came and gone, and well, we got all the tubing back from the polishing. We got all of our clamps back as well. And we also got the clamps diamond cut as well and chrome. One day turnaround. These guys are killing it. Thank you over all the guys over at CNC. And they got an amazing crew over there. You guys know I always shout them out on here because I love working with them. But yeah, let me show you guys all the tubing. That is a lot of tubing. I believe it was 26 pieces in total. That's also the front of the car, all the wiring, all the stuff in the trunk as well. So everything is back. And let's look at it. Yeah, it looks good. The clamps came back as well, so I'm gonna open these up right now and check them out. These guys package these up like, well, you know what I'm talking about. They packaged them really good. Let's see if I get this open on one hand. All right, maybe not. Ooh, look at that, all nice and diamond cut, chromed out. These are our two hardline clamps. We also got some 3s in here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I might have sent out some 4s. I don't remember how much of those I used. I think it was mostly 2s and 3s. But look at that. Nice and shiny. Now with everything back, we got to start the long, tedious process of finalizing the wiring, running the wiring through the tubing, and also tightening and getting all the seal kits on and making sure everything looks good. Because once the tubing goes on, I do not plan on taking this back off unless I really have to. Of course, we're gonna try to get this in and hopefully, cross our fingers, no leaks on the first test. But if there is, then obviously we'll address it and have to adjust the tubing as needed. But our goal is to get this on here with 0 leaks. We'll see. Oh, this is what Christmas looks like for us lowrider people. That is a lot of tubing, wrapping paper. My fingers hurt. I just got everything unwrapped. I got it all laid out right here, trying to figure out left and right and all that good stuff. But geez, my eyes are going cross-eyed looking at all this stuff. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna get everything, all my main ones for the wiring to go into all the dumps. I'm gonna get those ones all taken care of, run the wires through those, get all the connections on, and get those in place first. That way I know all the wiring is taken care of and pre-ran. Then from there, I'll start getting all the rest of these 165,000 pieces back on and cleaned up. Well, cleaned up first and then back on. Oh, wish me luck, guys. It's a lot. And I kind of just want to keep talking to you guys because I just want to put this off right now because I'm like going cross-eyed looking at this stuff. We got so much going on. I'm tired. And this is our slow time of the year, which is crazy. All right, I got the first 2 all done. Got those wires pre-ran in there, you guys can see them. Obviously I left a lot of just long slack tails on it for right now till we finalize everything. But this one right here, man, this one's fighting me. We got a triple bend on this one. So we got a 90, 90, and a 90 on this end. But the wire won't come out. Come on, baby. This is the hard part. You gotta sit here and just go back and forth and force it through. All right, we're fighting the last one right now. Trying to get it through there, but AJ said that he has $200 pliers from Snap-on that could get anything out. Still making payments. Is it right there? Right there. Come on, baby. We're able to get all the wiring ran through the hard lines. We were also able to get all the hard lines unpackaged and unwrapped. And this morning I started reassembling. Yeah. Again, disassemble, reassemble, disassemble, reassemble, disassemble. And hopefully we don't have to reassemble any more times. But look at it. It is getting there.
We flying up, we taking off. 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 I'm flying, we winning. I'm flying, we winning. I'm flying, we winning. I'm flying, we winning. We flying up and we taking off on the runway and we peeling off. I paid the cost.
We just checked the emails again for tracking confirmation from Optima Batteries, but as of right now, they are still not here. There is no tracking, there is no ETA, there is nothing. Very, very frustrating because I need these batteries. Right now, obviously, we could have already had this done, but because I know we don't have no tracking, I've been kind of jumping to other projects as well. Not very much or not very much time, but I have been doing that just because I know once I get this done, there's not much more that I can do until batteries show up. And it sucks because there's other people relying on us to finish this on time in order to get to the next step and get to our goals, all of our goals. You know, everyone that's been working on this has goals for this car. And it sucks to be let down by something that is out of your control. Very frustrating, it is, but what can you do? I know they'll show up eventually, but for now, we're just gonna keep chugging along. She's looking good. Obviously don't mind right now, everything is all loose. Right now, everything's just kind of dangling there. I wanted to find the correct fitment of everything, so I had to make sure I find the lefts, the rights, the ups, the downs, the insides, the outs, because, well, everything is matching but opposite sides, and everything is slightly different because of the tank offsets. But we're getting everything in place, getting everything lined up. We have all the seal kits on here. Our next step now is to get all the clamps cleaned up, start snugging everything up. Once we start snugging, we'll get clamps on. Once the clamps go on, then we'll do a final tight. Once those are all tight, then we'll go through and do O-ring boss tightening and swivel tightening just to make sure everything is straight and lined up. It's a process. It's an on and off process. Jeez. But as of right now, we are gonna finalize all this. We just checked the emails again for tracking confirmation from Optima Batteries, but as of right now, they are still not here. There is no tracking, there is no ETA, there is nothing. Very, very frustrating because I need these batteries. Right now, obviously, we could have already had this done, but because I know we don't have no tracking, I've been kind of jumping to other projects as well. Not very much or not very much time, but I have been doing that just because I know once I get this done, there's not much more that I can do until batteries show up. And it sucks because there's other people relying on us to finish this on time in order to get to the next step and get to our goals, all of our goals. You know, everyone that's been working on this has goals for this car. And it sucks to be let down by something that is out of your control. Very frustrating, it is, but what can you do? I know they'll show up eventually, but for now, we're just gonna keep chugging along.
On the runway and we peeling off. I paid the cost trying to be the boss, and first class is where we all talk. Now Mexico know about the flow. They found it first and now the rest know. It was Cinco under Mayo that my open house opened all them doors. Now Germany had never heard of me, and now we on fire like a third degree, and my song cut like a surgery. Black, red, yellow, it's superb to me. Brazil know we get ill, it's all love. You got to chill. My beats bang on a red pill. They got my back, you know the deal. Hold up, whoa, yeah. Hold up, whoa, so what you say? We flying up, we taking off. We flying up, and we taking off. We flying up, we taking off. We flying up, and we taking off. I'm flying, we winning. I'm flying, we winning. I'm flying, we winning. I'm flying, we winning. We rock, 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 we rock. Okay. We rock, 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 we rock. Morocco in another land, wanna see me the DJ in a band. Finland know that I can, they heard it from my people in England. Now India and Turkey know we flying high where the birds be. So high, so high, so high that I can't see. Now we on our way out to Ukraine, they know my name.
Well guys, we have a Christmas miracle because guess what showed up? Well, you guys already saw it because you guys saw the time lapse, but the batteries finally showed up. So happy and grateful, but yet it's gonna be a long night because we're gonna have to finish everything up. We're on super tight time schedule right now because the guys are gonna need this to get running before our big, well, we got a big day coming up, and I don't want to mention too much. You guys will see a whole nother video on that, but I'm very excited. Right now, we got the last few things we gotta do before we get and prime these pumps. So let me show you guys what's going on. Well, you can see so far we got everything wired up on this side. We got everything in loom, heat shrunk. Every single wire is loomed up, heat shrunk. Everything even in the tubing, all the solenoid stuff, everything running on this side as well. And you can see back there, AJ's working on the last of the 2 fittings that we gotta finalize to get the rear hoses on. Even those fittings are engraved as well, even though you'll never see them, but you guys know it's there.